everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're tuning in again this week. Today I'm going to be starting something new, which I plan on doing every other month. I'm going to be giving you my monthly recommendations for books, TV shows, movies, food, anything you should be trying in the current month. I'll be attaching links to everything in the description below, so all you have to do is click and get or click and do. Each month or every other month will be completely new recommendations, and I love suggestions myself, so comment below what you're reading and watching this month and I'll be sure to try it. If you are ready to make July a successful month, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and let's get to it. Okay. We are going to start with books, of course, food for your mind. Reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. Mason Cooley. So what better motivation to start reading? The first book I recommend is one that I read in the 7th grade and has been a favorite of mine ever since. That's Natalie Babbitt's Tuck Everlasting. For those who don't know, this celebrated classic is about a young girl who stumbles upon a spring and a family this spring has chosen for something very interesting. I'm not gonna give anything away, but this story talks about how precious life is and how you don't have to live forever, you just have to live. Every time I read that line, it's so good. Babbitt says that she wrote the book to help kids better understand death, which is amazing. After you read it, 2002 film version of the book is on Disney Plus, so be sure to check that out. But again, after you read the book. The next book I recommend is The Girl in the Train by Paula Hawkins. I read this book last year at this time and I could not put it down. The story follows the narrative of 3 different women and their relationships and how they may or may not all be connected. It is so saucy. This book consumed me for a week. I needed to know what was happening next. The thriller slash mystery was made into a film in 2016 starring the one and only Emily Blunt, who can do no wrong. If you're looking for a book that's gonna keep you on the edge of your seat, homegirl, this is it. And the last book I recommend this month is Jenna Fischer's The Actor's Life, A Survival Guide, which I happen to have. Oh. I don't know what that was, but if you are an aspiring actor, this book needs to be in your toolbox. And if you're not an actor but a huge fan of The Office, it's equally a fun read. I'm not sure if you can see, but I have bookmarks in here. I have legit colored, highlighted, all in it. It's so full of wisdom. Jenna talks about her journey as an actor, her time on The Office, and what you need to do to begin an acting career here in LA. I would love to meet her and just hug her, but for now I'll reread her book and you should read it too. Big, just a, you know, it's good. Oh, this is her on The Office. I told you I highlighted so much in this book. It's a good one. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Oh, Auntie Jen. Up next are TV shows. Maybe I'm just missing New York, and this TV show allows me to relive my freshman and college memories. Not exactly, but I miss the New York scenery. My first pick is HBO's Sex and the City. If you've never seen the hit 90s show, it follows a sex columnist, Carrie Bradshaw, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, and her friends, Samantha, Miranda, and Charlotte, as they take on single life in New York. I think it's a super fun watch. Definitely not for children, but the mature young adult will really enjoy it. It's on Rolling Stone's Top 100 TV Shows of All Times list, so I'll let that speak for itself. When I had Corona, I was watching a lot of TV, but one show that stuck out to me from beginning to end was Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you have not seen this show, you need to watch it. The world is divided into 4 nations. The Water Tribe, Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, and Air Nomads, each represented for a natural element for which the nation is named. The ruthless Fire Nation wishes to conquer the world, but the only bender who has enough power to stop him, the Avatar, has disappeared until now. Aang is soon discovered as the long-lost Avatar. Now, Katara and Sokka must safeguard Aang on his journey to mastering all 4 elements and saving the world from the Fire Nation. That was pretty good, right? I'm not gonna tell you any more other than it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Go watch it. Movies. You know I love movies and I could go on and on about all that you should watch, but I'll only give you 3 for this month. This is probably my favorite movie of all time, and I can do a video on why I absolutely love it more in depth later on, but that is James Cameron's Avatar. Yes, I know, I'm doing 2 Avatar recommendations in one video. Both completely different, but both great. I first saw this movie as a kid back in 2010, a year after it came out, but for whatever reason, my sophomore year in college, I rediscovered it and I fell in love. The story takes place on the planet of Pandora, set many, many years in the future. Pandora is inhabited by the Na'vi, beings who appear primitive but are highly evolved. Because the planet is poisonous to humans, a human-Na'vi hybrid called avatars have been created in order for free movement on Pandora. Jake Sully, a paralyzed former Marine, becomes mobile again through one such avatar and falls in love with a Na'vi woman. As a bond with her grows, he's drawn into battle for the survival of her world. I love this movie. I'll do a video of my top movies one day, but this one, just go watch it. Next is When Harry Met Sally. This has become one of my favorite romantic movies of all. I actually didn't see it for the first time until February, but it's a classic. It follows the sporadic meeting of 2 people, Harry and Sally, and the ups and downs their lives take, and how they always seem to find their way back to each other. I really like this movie because it is so honest on how crappy love can be. But if you are meant for each other, you seem to always find a way. Which is cute, right? It's good. I love the filming. I don't want to give anything away. Just go watch it. And my last movie recommendation for this month is Disney Pixar's Up. Carl Fredricksen, a 78-year-old balloon salesman, is about to fulfill a lifelong dream of traveling to the South American wilderness. Tying thousands of balloons to his house, he flies away, but he soon realizes that he has a stowaway named Russell. This movie is all about change, the choices we make, and finding happiness in the midst of any situation, which is what we're doing now in quarantine, making the best of the situation. If you're looking for a movie that's gonna make you feel warm and love, this is it. So go watch it. Food recommendations. Are you excited? I know I am. I eat a Builder's mint chocolate protein bar every morning for breakfast. I am such a sweet lover, and this allows me to get a big intake of my protein and also satisfy my sweet tooth. I believe finding a protein bar that you actually enjoy is a bit of a process, and this one has so much flavor that I forget that it is a protein bar and not just, you know, a sugary treat. It is so yummy and comes to 280 calories at the start of my day. Love that little bar, so good. Next is Trader Joe's Buffalo Chicken Dip. It tastes just like your classic homemade dip, but without all the cooking hassle. And 2 tablespoons come to only 60 calories. And you know that's what I like. Finding good foods at a low calorie count. It's a great little snack and oh so tasty. My last food recommendation this month is get in your phone, which you may be on, and do this after you watch the video, but download the Dunkin' Donuts app because each Wednesday in the month of July, they are giving away a free iced or hot coffee. Every Wednesday, for free. It only makes sense. And the only other thing I love than a lower calorie count is saving money. Again, it's free in just one little old download. So do it. Music for this month. I am an old soul and I love classics. Fleetwood Mac is something that I always put on when I'm cleaning or doing dishes. It just puts me in such a mood, like a gypsy mood. And some of my favorite songs of theirs are Gypsy, Dreams, Go Your Own Way, and of course Landslide. A girl group who I've really grown to love is called Muna. Their latest album, Muna Saves the World, came out in September of 2019, and the whole album's a bop. I recommend their songs I Know a Place, Never, Navy Blue, Pink Light, Number One Fan, and Winter Break. They're kind of poppy and angsty, but also not really. So just give them a listen, but start with I Know a Place. It is such a good song. And if you've known me my whole life, you know I love Michael Jackson. Any and all Michael, I love him. But some of my favorite songs are Rock With You, Remember the Time. If you've ever seen that music video, it's just so good. I want to go to Egypt. Human Nature, The Way You Make Me Feel, You Rock My World, and Will You Be There? Yes, the song that was in Free Willy. I remember when Blockbuster was still a thing and my dad would take me there on like Fridays after school. I was only allowed to get 2 movies and one was always Free Willy because that one song and Michael was in it. And I think there was like a music video special feature at the end of the DVD. I'm not even kidding. I love him. Okay. Workout challenges for the month. I challenge you the first 2 weeks of July, or the first 2 weeks after this video airs, to every morning when you first wake up or at night before you go to bed to do a 45-second plank. You can do it like a low plank or a high plank, and I'll even be doing it with you. Then for the last 2 weeks of the month, I challenge you to up your plank by 15 seconds to do a full minute plank. I know you can do it. Set a timer on your phone to remind you to do this every day. I believe it's important to embrace change and to try new things because change is inevitable. And once you become accustomed to it, she won't seem as scary, Those are all of my recommendations for the month of July. I hope you guys are excited to try the new foods and to watch Avatar. Which one? Watch both. Comment below what you were ready to try this month and what I should try this month. You already know to give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to get notified anytime I post. And I'll see you guys here next Monday. Keep it positive. I just love Avatar, both of them. But they're not the same, at all. It's beautiful!